I was about to go to bed until I saw this article. Now, I'm going to put a link to the article on the bottom. I want you guys to check it out. I want you to share this article. Now, before I start this article, of course, click on the donate button and support the channel. Or you can just click on the YouTube channel right in the, instruction box, whatever, and click the PayPal link and support the channel that way. But you see the title, Texas bill would allow death penalty for women who get abortion. Now, this is something that I've been talking about forever. Of course, it is the woman's right to get the abortion, just like it's the right of a criminal to commit a crime, just like it's the right of a bank robber to go inside and rob a bank, just like it's the right of a killer to take another life. But they have to be willing to deal with the consequences that come as a result of that. Yeah, it's your right. Nobody's taking your right away. As an adult, I have the right to do anything I want to do because I have that right. But whatever choices I make, whether it's good or bad, I have to be willing to accept the responsibility for the choices that I make in life. Now, I'm going to read only a portion of this because the article is quite long and I was about to get in bed, but I saw this article and I just had to speak on it quite briefly. But anyway, the article reads as follows. The Republican lawmaker behind a controversial bill which could make it legal to charge women and providers with murder for an abortion. So not just the females will be charged, but those that perform the abortions could be charged for murder. Defended the proposal by saying, completely removing access to the procedure would force women to be more personally responsible with sex. Now, I like that brief paragraph because females nowadays are not responsible. They don't take personal responsibility for the choices that they make. They've always put the blame on the man in some way or another. Like I watch on Paternity Court where these females go out and they get pregnant. They decide, they make the choice to sleep with multiple dudes. They get pregnant and then they want to put the blame on the guy. They want to say, well, the reason I went out and cheated was because you cheated on me, right? And your hands aren't clean with this. So, but they fail to realize that the man don't get pregnant. It's the woman that have to prove who that child's father is, right? And I'm going to speak on that topic at a later date because I want to talk about the mothers and how people are so forgiving when it comes to mothers. She can do anything. She can't do anything wrong. And they're so forgiving towards her. But when it comes to the father, he has to walk on eggshells, right? So this is great because it forces women to be more personally responsible with sex. There's so much birth control out there, but females refuse to take responsibility for the choices they make. They fail to be responsible for the choices they make. So they can just go out there and have sex, they get pregnant, and either they pin the baby on a guy that's not the father, or they chose to murder the child and don't feel that they should face any type of retribution behind that. But it says State Representative Tony Tenderholt of Arlington said in an interview with The Observer that if passed, the bill would reduce the number of pregnancies when they know that there's a repercussion. Right now, it's real easy. Right now, they don't make it important to be personally responsible because they know that they have a backup of, oh, I can just go get an abortion. That's murder. It says, now we both know that consenting adults don't always think smartly sometimes, but consenting adults need to also consider the repercussions of the sexual relationship that they're gonna have, which is a child, Tenderholt said. It says House Bill 948 would ban and criminalize abortions at any stage, direct state officials to ignore any conflicting federal laws, and would no longer exempt pregnancies as a result of rape, incest, or fetal abnormalities. The bill would remove the exception for abortion in the state's penal code for criminal homicide, meaning that women and providers could face charges as serious as murder for the procedure. Now, I'm going to stop right there because, as you can see, it is quite informative. But when I read this article, I just saw the title and rejoiced. Finally, Texas is doing the right thing. This is justice served for unborn children. If Cuomo could pass a bill that would abort late-term abortions or post-abortions, then why not give the death penalty to these females that make that choice? So yes, you do have a right. It's not violating your right. Nobody's saying you can't do it, but you have to be willing to deal with the consequences that come as a result of that. So I'm going to put the article on the bottom. You guys feedback, tell me what you think, subscribe, click on the PayPal link and support the channel, or go to Teesprings and buy a hat or t-shirt or a hoodie. Until next time, I'm fearless.